energizing your soul through the inspired Word of God. This is your daily devotional reading.
Our Daily Bread, November 8th. The ungodly shall not stand in the judgment. The coming King is at the door, who once the cross for sinners bore. But now the righteous ones alone he comes to gather home. At the door, at the door, at the door, yes, even at the door. He is coming again, he is coming again, he is even at the door. The ungodly shall not stand in the judgment. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Psalms 1, verse 5. But because the great majority of the world have accepted the spurious Sabbath, it does not give it importance and sanctity in the eyes of heaven. The dishonor to God is none the less because great numbers accept the false Sabbath and ignore the Sabbath of the Lord their God. The confederacy of evil in the earth has always been, to outward appearance, the largest confederacy. At a time of rebellion in Israel, men of renown, men famous in the congregation, joined with Korah, Dathan, and Abiram in their work of rebellion. In spirit and principle, the whole congregation of Israel were one with the workers of iniquity. After the earth had opened and swallowed up the most prominent of the rebels, and a fire from the Lord had burst forth and consumed 250 of the princes of Israel, the people were still full of unbelief and rebellion. They came to Moses and Aaron the next day, saying, "Ye have killed the people of the Lord." They persisted in stubborn resistance of light and would not be convinced, even when God worked in a miraculous way to convince them of the truth. But large numbers on the side of error do not strengthen the cause of iniquity. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. The Lord hath a controversy with his people, and although in his great mercy he bear long with them, yet if they persist in living in transgression of his law, they will not stand in the day of his rebuke. He has seen the backsliding and iniquity of his professed people. He has noted the unbelief, the hypocrisy, the pride, the selfishness, the disobedience to his law, and he will punish for these things. God cannot be in harmony with the people who will not obey his commandments, who are wickedly departing from his precepts, and by their example of disobedience, at leading their children and their neighbor in the way of transgression. The professed church of Christ is strengthening the hand of sinners in their evil work by making void, through their traditions, the commandment of Jehovah. If parents had educated their children to reverence the law of God, as Christ enjoined that they should educate them, we should not see wickedness reaching so great proportions. Through disobedience, the world is fast becoming as it was in the days before the flood, and as it was in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. The church has taken the world into her fellowship and has given her affections to the enemies of holiness. The church and the world are standing on the same ground in transgression of the law of God. The church prefers to assimilate to the world rather than separate from its customs and vanities. This passage was taken from Signs of the Times, March 12, 1894. Our Daily Bread, November 8th.
I encourage you to be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. Thank you for listening, and be sure to join us tomorrow for your daily devotional reading.